What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel Zealocity, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about IBS, Irritable Bowel Syndrome. Grab your pen, take your notes and write whatever you find useful, write it down, and that would be very helpful for you in the long run. Now what actually happens when you have IBS? It's basically, as the name suggests, it is irritable bowel syndrome. Your bowel movements can be bad, or you can have diarrhea, you can have constipation, you can have a lot of symptoms, you can have belching, bloating, cramping in your tummy, and this is not nice. Obviously, that's why the name is irritable bowel syndrome, because it irritates you and it's very irritating. Anyway, jokes apart. Now, how would you know that you have IBS? Simple. If you have a lot of gas, lot of bloating, lot of cramping, lot of diarrhea, lot of constipation, then you know that you have IBS. Very simple. IBS can be either ongoing, as in you can have it for the rest of your life and it stays with you all the freaking time, or it could be recurring, as in it keeps happening in episodes, as it was for me, and up until now I think it was recurring, but this time when it started getting back to my gut and started irritating my gut, now I feel it's become an ongoing thing for me. Okay, what you need to do is just make some lifestyle changes here and there, and that is how you will treat and prevent your IBS in the long run. And that's how you can stay away from all these bad pathetic symptoms. And I know that these symptoms that can be very embarrassing and very irritating for you in your day-to-day life. Suppose you're going to work and you have a lot of gas and flatulence, that would be so annoying in front of so many people, and you're farting like an idiot and you have to hold your like fart in, and you just go crazy. And I've been there. Imagine when I was actually in my nutrition class and I had a lot of gas and flatulence, and at that time that's really not a good feeling to have. I can really understand how you might be feeling if you have IBS, or how others might be feeling that have IBS. So that is why I'm here, trying to help you and trying to tell you how you can treat it, prevent it, and live with it, or ease the symptoms. And I'm going to try to do my best that I can. Okay, now coming to the triggers, there are certain triggers that can aggravate the problem of IBS and aggravate your symptoms. So some triggers would be gluten from wheat and wheat products, like maida, biscuits, bread, roti. So gluten can be a big trigger for a lot of people that have IBS or any symptoms of IBS. That can really be a one trigger. Lactose from milk, that can be a big trigger for people with IBS, and that can cause diarrhea, constipation, etc., etc. Sugar, refined sugar, can be a big trigger, and that can draw a lot of water into your intestines and cause watery stools if you have diarrhea. So that can be a very bad thing. And alcohol, smoking, stress, mental stress, and not sleeping well, these are all the triggers that can cause or aggravate the symptoms of IBS. Okay, now moving on, how can you treat and prevent IBS? First off, you need to identify your trigger foods. Now, as I told, gluten, sugar, milk, you don't know what the trigger food could be. It could be a combination of these triggers, it could be one single trigger, it could be all of these triggers, and that could be aggravating, and that could be really disrupting your entire gastrointestinal homeostasis, and that would be very pathetic. Okay, and identifying trigger foods means that you have to try an elimination diet, as in eliminating gluten for 1 week and see how you're feeling. Eliminate all bread, wheat products, biscuits, toast, roti, all of that, cut it out. If you want to have carbs, go for white rice, go for fermented foods such as dosa, idli, uttapam. All these foods are really nice if you have IBS, so that can really be helpful. So replace your roti and the breads with chawal or uttapam or dosa, preferably. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you could try eliminating milk for a week and see how you're feeling. If you're feeling better, then you know what to do. You should be staying away from the milk. Now, on the contrary, curd and yogurt are much better sources, and in fact, they're really amazing if you have IBS symptoms. Like, I had IBS diarrhea in the past. I've spoken about it in my videos, and when I had diarrhea, I was eating a lot of curd, and that really helped me stop the diarrhea due to the probiotics in the curd and the yogurt. That would really help mitigate and control the symptoms of IBS, diarrhea, constipation, cramping, anything. That would really be helpful. But again, it's very subjective. It might not work for you. So try an elimination for curd as well. Usually curd and yogurt, and especially the curd and yogurt that are made with active lactic acid culture, that would be very important. Okay. You could even try going for Yakult or any probiotic supplements such as VSL3, that would be really great, and that would be really helpful. But make sure that you're storing the Yakult or the VSL3 capsules in the refrigerator and not keeping it outside, because the lactic acid culture, the probiotics can die in hot temperature. Okay, so you need to refrigerate it for best results. Okay, now this trigger might really surprise you, but fiber is a big trigger for IBS. Did you know that? You might have heard or seen in Google articles that you need to eat fiber if you want good gut health, but it's quite the opposite. Remove fiber, eat a low fiber diet if you have IBS symptoms. That would really be helpful. Even if you have constipation for that matter. I know I might sound crazy, or I know that you might think that, okay, this Zealocity dude is clearly stupid and I should not follow his advice. But you should try it once. Eliminate fiber and eliminate all the fiber rich sources from your diet, and you will see how your constipation will just go away. Okay? I have been there. I understand how you feel, and that's why I'm telling it to you. You can try it. If it's working for you, then cool. If not, then again, as I told, right? I can't 100% give you the medical advice, so I'm just giving you an opinion, and I'm just giving you a strong opinion as what I've used to treat my clients, and what I've used to treat myself when I had IBS. So again, this might work or this might not work for you. Okay, so it's always better to consult your own professional or consult me or anybody that's basically specialized in nutrition to help you better in terms of dealing with your IBS symptoms. Okay, but again, removal of fiber is extremely beneficial if you have any of the IBS symptoms, or if you want to mitigate the problem of belching, bloating, diarrhea. This can be very easily controlled on a low fiber or a zero fiber diet, I would say. Okay, so take this note, and this might be very helpful. Try an elimination for fiber as well, and this might really help you. Second way of treating or mitigating or preventing the IBS symptoms would be exercise. Regular exercise, stretching, meditation, cardio, this can really help ease the muscles, and that's how you can feel much better. And the endorphin release after workouts, the dopamine, serotonin, melatonin production, which helps you feel calm, which helps you sleep better, which helps you relax. All these neurotransmitters can start being in homeostasis, have healthy environment to function in the body, and that can be very helpful to you. Okay, so start exercising, start doing some meditation, start doing some stretching, yoga, combination of all this. Don't just do yoga and shy away from weight training, or don't just do weight training and shy away from cardio. Do a mix of all these, as I always do, and as I always promote in my videos. I do strength training 3 to 4 days a week. I do cardio almost every day, and then I do stretching after my weight training for 10-15 minutes every day. And that's how I have a balance of all this and getting the best of all worlds. Okay, so for me, the triggers are gluten, fiber, dal, beans, legumes. So eliminating these sources can be very, very beneficial. Identify your triggers and try eliminating it in the long run and see how you feel. So I've been eliminating dal rice and legumes, beans, chickpeas, rajma, fiber rich vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower. All of this is completely gone out of my diet, and I feel so much more energetic, so much more happy, so much more eased out here down in my gut. I feel extremely eased out. It is so awesome to have this feeling. I cannot describe in words, because like a month ago when I was eating dal rice and when I was having fiber and sabji at home, that was really killing me. Like that's, oh god. Now you might also be curious as to what I'm eating currently and how I'm dealing with my diarrhea in the long run. So you can check my Instagram if you want to see my updates on what I eat in a day, whatever I do in my lifestyle. But usually, as I have spoken about it in my earlier videos as well, I'm mostly on a meat-based diet, and I'm eating mostly meat, eggs, cheese. You could classify it as a classic keto diet, but again, I'm not doing it for the purpose of weight loss. I'm actually doing it for the purpose of good health, and that's how I'm controlling, and that's how I'm staying away from all the symptoms of IBS. Like, trust me, I'm having 500 grams of mutton meat every day, and I have zero diarrhea, zero constipation, zero bloating, and that is something that we need to rethink what we know about nutrition, right? So when we hear people telling that don't have meat if you have gut problems, don't have eggs if you have IBS or if you have any gut related problems, that is really dumb, stupid advice. Okay, if you're having roti and if you're having meat, then the high chances of roti causing the gastrointestinal distress, gastrointestinal problems are higher than meat causing these problems. Okay, trust me on this. I'm someone that eats more meat and eggs, and I'm very genuine. I don't make up shit for YouTube. I'm 100% raw and genuine in my videos, and I call out the bullshit that people that people misinform others about. And here I am giving you the right genuine facts, and I'm telling you it's mostly the roti and the vegetables and the dal rice that we eat in more quantity. Obviously, who eats 500 grams of meat every day? I never ate 500 grams of meat earlier. I used to eat a lot of dal rice and a little bit of chicken curry here and there, right? If you eat a little bit of chicken and 1 or 2 eggs in a day, you cannot say that it's the chicken and eggs causing the problem in the bloating and the diarrhea, and not the roti and chawal that you eat in abundance in the entire day. Apply your logic. That's really important if you want to treat yourself, because you can't always go to the doctor if you have any IBS symptoms, especially when you're working or busy or in your day-to-day life. If you have these symptoms, you cannot always go to the doctor, but you can self-treat and self-remedize yourself. What the hell is that word?
Whatever.
You can try home remedies. As I suggested, you can treat IBS at home without going to a doctor for it. But again, it's always best to consult a professional, a medical professional or a nutritionist, to help you better with your long-term habits and long-term solution to your IBS. And as I told, you can try elimination, you can try exercising, stretching, meditating, and see if that helps you. And I really hope it does help you, and I really hope this video was very helpful to you. And if it was, then please hit the like button, share this video with your friends and family. Do share it, I would really appreciate it. And subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I will definitely keep posting more interesting and more helpful content to you, so that I can help you as much as possible. So again, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.